Hey guys, what's up? Amir Ryder here. Another episode of the Transform Sales Podcast, the software seller demo review series. I got my guest for the day, Mick, head of growth at POWR.io. How's it going? Mick, how are you?
It's going well, Amir. Good to be here.
So your product, obviously, from the homepage creates beautiful website apps and really improves revenue. We're going to get into that. Talking to you earlier, for those that this might be the first episode you joined into, we really like to kind of focus in on software use cases so that we could speak to the specific buyers that could benefit the most from a revenue capacity. So for this episode, keep in mind that when we focus in on, who we're helping on this episode, it does not exclude all the other people that POWR helps. But for now, really want to talk about solopreneurs, small business owners that are in the apparel industry that can really focus on using POWR to help convert those visitors that are in the buyer phase from the buyer stage all the way to the advocate and to the promoter. And I'd love to chat about that. Maybe you could talk a little bit about how you guys achieve that, and then of course show a demo. Talking about after. But yes, that would be the best place to start from our conversation.
Yeah, that'd be great. And I really appreciate you having me on. I mean, you guys are doing a lot of great things, and we love that we're being included in that. So, yeah, POWR, we're actually celebrating our 10-year anniversary this year. We started in 2014 out in the Bay, and we worked a lot with the food industry. But over time, we've kind of gravitated. We go where the market takes us, right? Like that's kind of where every company does and goes is to stay on top of where the market is. So over time, we've moved more. We started out with just your general form that every website must have. It's still our number one product. If you need to grab emails for a nurture email list, or if you need to give subscribers to your newsletter or your podcast, for example, we have a form for just about every use case. From there, we kind of spun that off because what we learned is that our target customer was someone who basically worked on their own. They were working from home. They make earrings or headbands or something like that, and they're trying to learn how to sell it online. So that's kind of where POWR comes in, is because we work with those that don't have the bandwidth or the time to go out and hire a marketing team. It's very expensive, as you know. Most people just don't randomly know how to write code for a website. So that's why we kind of came up with the idea of we're no-code website tools that help you fuel your online growth. And that's kind of where we started and where we've gone to over the years. We have over 60 products altogether now. Most all of them do impact the buyer stage from around the intent level down through purchase and then to customer loyalty as well. So anywhere from pop-ups to countdown timers to encourage people to make a decision while they're on your site. We have conversion apps that help them actually complete the purchase. And then we've had a whole suite of apps that we have now that impact customer loyalty and brand ambassadorship in the form of reviews, live chat, testimonial sliders, things of that nature. So all of our products are built for that purpose, and we aim them at those who don't know how to code and don't have the money to hire a marketer. So we kind of take on those issues for you all without having to know how to do anything on the back end.
Yeah, and just for those listening, give you a sneak peek, right? We're apparel, number one, home and garden, number two, beauty and fitness, number three. These are a glimpse of the listings you'll see, and in order for impact, right? So just starting with apparel, are you comfortable maybe showing your screen and just showing how like a solopreneur of an apparel company that's doesn't have the coding experience, but knows that they could do a better job of converting website visitors specifically that are ready to buy into customers and also into evangelists? That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, sure. So let me, I'll navigate over here. Let me get a page pulled up for you real quick.
Thanks, dude. We both got blue lights. I like it. It's calming me down already.
Yeah.
I'm leaning more towards the purple today.
This was the whole background was an upgrade that bore itself out of a 2-week vacation that I did not really need, but took anyway. And in the process, I bought a whole bunch of lighting and sound panels and stuff. So all of those lights can actually change color, and I can make them pulse to music and all kind of fun stuff.
Are they Philips Hue? These are Philips Hue. If you also do that.
Say it again.
Are they Philips Hue? H-U-E?
Yes, actually, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I got let's do that too.
And
I couldn't get them to dance to music yet, though. But trying to get that done.
It's funny, and I guess it's why I work with POWR instead of just outright buying the sound panels that are extremely expensive, as you probably know. I learned how to make them myself, so I went to Home Depot and bought all the stuff and made my own sound panels for a tenth of the cost. So
Yeah, I did the same.
am I sharing my screen now?
You are, but I have to hit this little beautiful called add to stage button, which I
Ah,
just did, and now we're all seeing the screen.
got it. All right, so this is, as you can see, this is our plugin library. So we have these split into different areas based on goal. So we obviously want to speak to whatever the pain point might be. So instead of just giving you a library full of different things, we kind of group these together based on what it is you're trying to solve. What are you trying to fix? Do you need to engage more visitors? Do you just need support for your customers? So for the customer loyalty standpoint, we can just click on that, and it will give you a list of all of the no-code apps that we have available that are built to support customers. So from here, you would pick, we can just pick chat, for example. I believe that I am logged in as a free user. So we'll see how this goes. So it drops you directly into our editor. Our editor is proprietary, by the way. We have a patent on the live editor. So that's one of our differentiators from other no-code tools is that you're able to edit these apps directly on your website without having to unpublish, edit, and then republish. You can edit it directly on your live website in real time. So let's say you want to put a live chat app on your website because you want to be able to converse with your customers in more real time. We actually just recently added integrations with WhatsApp and Telegram because we have a really huge subset of customers in Europe, and WhatsApp and Telegram are much more popular over there. So you basically choose which one of these that you want. This connects directly to Facebook Messenger, for example. So if you toggle that on, it will switch over the colorway to Facebook, and then you just basically click here, and then you connect your Facebook account, and it connects directly to Facebook Messenger. So I had this set to my personal one. So if I were to do that, I could select POWR, and then I click next, and then this is the other things you probably won't see because I manage a bunch of pages. But you just select the page that you want to manage, and just like that, your chat app is connected to Facebook.
Yeah, the biggest thing I'm seeing too is really that no code, right, and that ease of use and that CMS, right, that proprietary CMS. This is where those solopreneurs that could be listening that are in apparel, like you probably you don't need an enterprise level coding system to you're not in the business full time of building things that are already built, and for those watching, the ease of use and the speed of in which you can get enterprise level forms and communication tools is just quick and fast, right? Which is great.
That's the cool thing about it, because every choice and every selection that you're making, it's actually writing the code for it in the background.
Yeah.
So I won't go through all of this here, but you can select your avatar. You can change it to your own picture if you want. You can change the bubble icon. You can set your triggers for new users or existing. Anywhere you see a purple star, those are going to be upgraded features. So all of our apps are free to use forever. We're a true freemium product, but there are certain upgraded features that are available for upgrades. So you make all those choices. You design it however you want. You can match it completely to your brand in any way possible, and then you're all done. So after that, all you do is go over here and click publish, and it automatically writes all the code for you. So at the moment, I am set to install on Shopify. We integrate with every website builder platform that there is. These are our top 10 most popular, but this goes on forever. If you have a website builder, we integrate with it. So you just basically change this to whatever your platform is. Let's just choose Google Sites, and there's the code for the chat app, just like that. So you copy the code, and then it walks you through the steps of how to embed it to your website based on whatever platform you choose here. If you host on Shopify, which is our #1 platform for apparel users, you click there. It's already embedded with the Shopify admin experience. I don't have a live web page connected to this login that I'm at now, but it'll pull up all the different pages where you can install the chat app. You click that, it takes you to the install Shopify theme editor, and you publish it on Shopify.
Yeah, the big difference for a solopreneur, right, is you don't have to code, you don't have to hire staff, you have to literally copy and paste.
That's pretty
Right?
much it. Yep, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's it. And if you want to see a live example of that, it actually creates a custom URL for a public facing page. So you paste that in, and there's your chat app on its own web page. Oh, it's not going to do it. I have to. I'm not
I
set
do it
up.
all the time.
I'm not set up for Google Sites, and that's why.
No, no,
But
it's totally fine. I know exactly what you're doing, and I think any apparel owner is going to know that, hey, they want to get all these advanced pot. They don't want to spend 30, 40K on a bigger system, right? They want a easy to use 1, 2, 3 copy and paste code. It gets into my next question, right?
mm,
I'm a apparel owner, solopreneur. I got a good business, right? I'm doing well. I come to your product and I specifically go for your product because I think that I'm not converting a lot of my buyers that already buy. And once they're buying, I want an easy way to quickly engage with them and make them evangelists. How would I typically measure success of your product? What would I be looking at? Would I be measuring success just based on how easy it is to use, or do buyers typically measure success on like how fast their list grows, revenue? What does that look like?
it depends on the app type itself, as far as what that metric's going to look like. We do have a customizable responses dashboard. So any app that you have where you're looking for feedback, so like a form, for example, we have a responses dashboard where you get all of the analytics from that form. What was clicked on, what wasn't, did they convert? If it's an app that you actually can collect payments on, we have a PayPal button, for example, that's integrated with PayPal and Stripe. You can get all the metrics there for clicks, conversions, revenue earned. So it really depends on the app as far as how you would measure that success on the back end. So I guess it would be case by case. But that being said, whatever the metric might be, you're going to be able to track it.
Okay. What do you typically see on average? Is it just revenue increase of revenue? It could be simple, you know. Um,
Yeah, I would say most of them center around engagement with customers or potential customers in some way. So that's typically the one that I would say is most common. We do have a handful of products that do generate in actual revenue. Pop up, for example, you can have a buy button on a pop up, so you can base that off of number of sessions that you got versus clicks, conversions, that kind of thing.
engagement around the top of the funnel people who are about to buy, seeing them buying, seeing them open and click on coupons and things, right? Just how are your customers engaging now that you kind of got them over that place? Makes sense.
Yeah.
The last question for you, and I'll let you go. Talk to me about, and it sounds quick and easy, right? I am that solopreneur. I want to use your app. I know there's a free version, right? What does implementation look like for someone like me? I do 5 million a year in Shopify sales, just me and a friend. Is What does it look like? Am I hiring a consultant to implement it staff? Am I doing it in house? I think you kind of answered it, but I'll let you talk to that.
Yeah, I mean, 99% of our customers are doing it on their own. Essentially, we do have, and 99% we have our number of users are in the seven figures. So 99% or 1% is still a pretty big number. So 99% of them do completely manage this all on their own. It's as we've shown, it's very easy to do. It's very quick to get it up and going. Beyond that, as far as limits that are concerned, we don't really have many that are gated based on actual performance. Like I see a lot of different apps, like, and I'll just use pop-up as an example. After 1,000 sessions or after 1,000 views of that pop-up, it cuts off and you have to upgrade to a different one. We have no limitations on views, impressions, or sessions on any of our apps. It can be out there as many times as it needs to be. Typically, what you're going to be upgrading for are additional features, more integrations with other types of software for that from that perspective, and then for our form apps and different apps that have submission based, it's the number of submissions. But as far as revenue, we have stores that are doing 8 figures a year on Shopify that's managed by a Shopify agency. So we really do speak to that solopreneur all the way up to actual site builder agencies. We have one in Canada that has over 200 customers and a book of business over 100 million a year. So
Yeah.
we really can kind of fit into whatever the use case might be. We've got a customer for it more than likely.
It also makes sense, right? Because not only is it fast and easy to install yourself, but it's kind of free for most people, right? So you're also playing a product like growth where, for these small solopreneurs that they might not know they have a problem. They might not have a budget to fix the problem, right?
Mhm.
So you're kind of making it like saying, hey, regardless of your budget, regardless of your technical skill, try your app for free, get the results, and then if some of these features you like look good to you, we'll work with you then. So it's a lot of value up front, right? If that makes sense. And then I'm going to say it. Anybody who's listening to this, there's the link in the bio and a free trial that you guys can sign up to. But that makes a lot of sense. Help them first, and then if they see features that are now going to benefit them, sure, procure it. But you guys are giving a lot of value for the solopreneur, where from ease of use, proof of concept without having to invest. What more could you ask for?
Yeah, that's the goal.
That's why you guys have been up for 10 years, right?
Yeah.
Guys, everybody's listening. This is obviously, a focus on apparel solopreneurs. We are going to do some more content to talk to more of the people who see a lot of benefit from POWR. Anybody who's listening, check out the link below. Try the free trial out. Mick, if they want to connect with you personally or reach out to you or someone on the team, LinkedIn the best? Where's the best to find you?
Yeah, LinkedIn's probably going to be the easiest. It's Mick Essex, ESSEX on LinkedIn is the best way. My email is mick@powr.io. Would welcome your email. Would love to have one-on-one chats with whoever needs it.
Mick, I appreciate the time. Everybody, thank you for tuning in to the Transform Sales Podcast. And I will let you guys go for now.